podcast. This is Rob, one of your hosts. Joining me this week is just Isaac. What's going on, man?
It's such a sad and lonely yo-ho tonight.
I know. I don't even know. I'm just so thrown off right now.
We've had a wild, I think like a wild couple of weeks just doing random stuff.
Yeah, it's been like, and what's killing me is Epic has been here through like traveling to Germany, everywhere, every
Yeah,
week, and he
yeah.
had a little bit to drink tonight and can't drive home or something. I don't know.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, so I had like this big elaborate like script for tonight and everything with all your guys' names typed in when you need to say something, when you don't need
Oh
to say
wow.
something, and that's just all been thrown to to crap. So I guess I'm just gonna go through the story and we'll do the best we can. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's is it what do we got tonight? Is it
Well, I'm not getting into that yet. First, I got to
okay?
get into how your week was.
Yeah. The week was fine, but last weekend I think has been the highlight of sort of like the end of summer here. Because Patrick came down,
For the
we all
first
got to
time
hang out
in
together.
decades. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's never been to my house before for sure. So stayed over here. We had a really good weekend, just going out doing the boys. Cause my family was gone, right? Cause it was just me. So I got to hang out with you guys a lot more than I normally get to.
That's awesome, man. It was good to see him finally down here, and it was good. Anytime we get together, it kind of uplifts my spirit a little bit.
Yeah, it was
Um,
really fun. I mean, just like getting to go out to dinner and stuff is like awesome for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
So
Like
that's cool.
stepping foot outside the house.
Yeah, yeah,
This is a whole new world out here. It's been a pretty crappy week here, but we won't get into all that. But the weekend was good.
yeah,
The week not so much. Started picking up a little bit today with some of those polls that we got. And
yeah. We did well.
what was your number one your chase card that you wanted,
It was the
or one of your
Hydreigon.
chases?
Yeah, it's Hydreigon out of White Flare because it's Dragon type. And, Black Bolt and White Flare are all Gen 5, so that's like the dragon from the gen. So that's what I was going for. It's cool.
And Gen 5 is like one of the more popular ones, right?
I think I don't know. I feel like it gets hate too, so it goes
Yeah,
back and
because
forth.
they like it was completely new Pokemon or something, like all
Oh
150
yeah,
of them.
yeah,
So
black and white. Yeah.
was that the gen where it was the ice Pokemon?
No, was that
Vanilla?
just this one we just had?
No, no, no.
Oh,
I don't know.
Vanillux,
Yeah, Vanilla, or
Vanillush,
maybe that was Sword and Shield.
maybe. Yeah.
It could have been it. Man, you sound exhausted.
No, this is how I always sound.
Oh, that's how you. Okay. Yeah, and I was just watching the new Superman movie, and that's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't believe it's out on VOD already.
yeah, true.
So it was like $20 to rent it or $25 to own it, and I'm like, oh, well, $5. $5 is
That's
$5.
that's like more than going to the theater.
I know. So hey, if you want to watch it, it's on my Amazon Prime.
I thought so. They actually made a good Superman because the last ones have been not great, right?
Yeah, it's more of like Superman's supposed to be, like upbeat and
Mm.
not dark and brooding, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Not
They were trying to
snapping
copy
people's
the
necks
Dark
and
Knight
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, and he's like in this movie, he's like doing whatever he can to save everyone,
Hmm.
including a squirrel where a
Yeah,
building is falling on. So
yeah.
it's good. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it.
Okay,
So
sweet.
today we are going to get into a book.
Did you say a book?
A book.
Okay.
The book is called The Voynich Manuscript, and it is one of the more interesting things that I've ever come across or listened to podcasts about. I've got some pictures for you, and I've got a little bit of the background of the book. I'm not going to go into much detail because other podcasts have done it better
Mhm.
and, um, probably are more worth listening to than ours. But and we don't have a third, so I'm just going to kind of skim through some of the important stuffs and kind of see what you think about it. Um, you ready to learn?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Okay. The Voynich manuscript is often hailed as the world's most enigmatic book, discovered in 1912 by rare book dealer Wilfrid Voynich. This manuscript has baffled linguists, cryptographers, and historians for over a century. It is written in an unknown script and filled with strange, colorful illustrations of plants, astronomical diagrams, and nude figures. The manuscript seems to defy all attempts at decipherment. Scholars have debated its origins, purpose, and meaning, and despite numerous theories, the Voynich manuscript remains a mystery. So, um, it's this really old book that has all this stuff that it looks so weird. And I'm going to pull up some pictures here in a little bit once we start talking about the different sections. And
Okay.
it's crazy to me that like you hear of people like deciphering all this crazy stuff, and no one has deciphered this book or has any idea how to decipher this book. So, and it's in from you can go to a web page which I'll show you now, and it hold on one second. Let me like all the pages are pretty well intact, right? Like it's not like it's a fading thing. Everything's there. I would think to have the tools for them to decipher it, right?
Yeah. So are the words like English or is it
No, we're gonna get into it. Uh,
okay? Because it
uh,
looks I can't see but it looks like spaced out and stuff like English.
yeah, yeah. I got some close-up pictures, but I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to leave this up for now, and as
Yeah.
I go into the sections, I'll pull what we're doing, like a close-up of it. Okay?
Okay.
So, more than just an ancient artifact, the Voynich manuscript embodies the human drive to explore the unknown. Its pages have captured the imagination of experts and enthusiasts alike, making it a unique symbol of mystery that transcends time. What makes this book so compelling is not its impenetrable script, but the sheer depth of its artistry and questions it raises about our ancestors' understanding of the world. The enigmatic text forces us to confront the limits of our knowledge and reminds us there are still profound puzzles left to solve in the realms of history and language. And this is, I'm pulling this, I will put the link when we upload the episode. I'm pulling this directly from someone that did a story from this, Sophia Morales. And I'm pretty much verbatim just going through this stuff that she put up. The manuscript came to light in 1912 when Wilfrid Voynich acquired it from a Jesuit library at Villa Mondragone in Frascati, Italy. It is bound in parchment and containing 240 surviving pages. It does have evidence of like missing pages as well, much like our guy's journal from that boat, right?
Yeah. Right.
Uh, the manuscript was unlike anything Voynich had ever seen. Its text was written in an unknown alphabet, and its illustrations featured bizarre plants, unfamiliar celestial charts, and human figures engaged in mysterious activities, and more. Recognizing its potential importance, Voynich brought the manuscript to the attention of scholars who were immediately intrigued by its cryptic nature. Dating the manuscript's vellum places its creation in the early 15th century, around the 1400s. While it is unclear who authored it, ownership records hint at a fascinating journey through history. The earliest known owner is believed to be Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, who supposedly purchased it in the late 16th century for a substantial sum. The manuscript later passed through the hands of various scholars, including 17th century alchemist George Baresch and Jesuit scholar, I'm going to butcher this one, Athanasius Kircher, before it was acquired by Voynich. Despite these clues, the identity of its author and the purpose of its creation remain shrouded in mystery. The manuscript's mysterious provenance only adds to its allure. How did it survive all these centuries in such good condition? And what prompted its creators, geez, I dyslexic the heck out of that, to write an indecipherable language? These questions have deepened the intrigue, leading to countless theories and debates among historians and cryptographers. The manuscript seems to occupy a space between science, art, and mysticism, defying easy categorization and keeping its secrets close. Each layer of its history reveals a new thread of fascination, weaving together a story as enigmatic as the manuscript itself. Oh, are you still with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So right away, that kind of like I told you, the whole not being able to decipher it is what really caught me to this story. And then I started digging more into it after I listened to it on the Chilluminati podcast, and it's just weird, man. It's even if it took place in the 14th century, you still think it would have something we could recognize, right?
Yeah.
As we'll get to the pictures, but it's just strange. Um, the Voynich manuscript is divided into distinct sections based on its illustrations, which appear to correspond to different themes. So, the only thing they've been able to do with this book is like categorize it into different sections of how they think it is.
Yeah.
While the text is written in an undeciphered script, now referred to as Voynichese, the illustrations provide some context for the manuscript's content. Each section reveals a different facet of its creator's mysterious intentions, blending practical knowledge with abstract imagery, challenging modern interpretations while tantalizing us. Ooh, Sophia. So the first section that we're going to come across is the herbal section. Let me know if that switches over. Oh no, it's not going to switch over for you. I have to do it all manually. It's the annoying part of this. It's not like Zoom where you could just like show your screen. You have to pick each one individually. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the herbal.
Yeah, one of the plants.
Mm-hmm. So one of the largest sections of the manuscript features drawings of plants, many of which are unrecognizable to modern botanists. These illustrations are accompanied by text, which some researchers speculate might describe the plant's medicinal uses, preparation methods, or symbolic meanings. However, without a readable text, these hypotheses remain speculative. The combination of fantastical and semi-realistic plant depictions has led to suggest that the manuscript represents a blend of real-world botanical knowledge and imaginative invention. This section has sparked debates about whether the plants depicted are entirely fictional or based on a species known at the time. Some researchers argue that the drawings may represent a coded botanical knowledge, perhaps an attempt to keep valuable medicinal information secret. Others suggest that the images might be symbolic rather than literal. Some folks have said it might be spiritual, pertaining to God or Jesus or whatever it may be. The vivid illustrations and careful detail suggest a deep reverence for the natural world, possibly linking the plants to healing practices, religious beliefs, or both. Okay, so moving right along. The next section is the astronomical section. Now I gotta line up this, and that is page 9. So this section includes intricate circular diagrams that appear to depict celestial phenomena, including zodiac symbols and what could be star charts. Some illustrations also feature nude female figures interacting with what look like interconnected tubes or vessels, possibly representing constellations or natural cycles. This imagery has been interpreted as a representation of astronomical or cosmological knowledge, although its exact purpose remains unclear. I have another one. So what do you think you're looking at, like with these, just so we can kind of describe to whoever's listening?
Yeah, that that looks like kind of like what you said, like a map of maybe like constellations in the sky. That I mean,
Right.
Fictional ones, but that's what it reminds me of.
Right. Well, and what's crazy to me is like the whole center of it kind of looks like like two fishes, kind of like the yin and yang type of positioning, right?
Yeah,
So that what makes that's kind of what leads me to believe that there's a lot of religious pretext in this book as well. Um,
The
but yeah, I don't
circles are so perfect though too.
right. Like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
I know they didn't have like a big mayonnaise jug jar to circle around, right?
Right.
And it's I don't know. It's we'll get into it at the end of what I think and stuff, but
Yeah.
um,
Questions.
yeah, charging on. The next section is the biological section, and I'll pull that up before I start reading. Page 13. Look, I'm so mad at Epic. I was so prepared today and everything. So this is the biological section. What are we looking at here?
Um, is that a mermaid?
Yeah, I think so. A mermaid attached to another mermaid with a rainbow.
Yeah. That is what it looks like.
And then it looks like three women in those tubes that they were talking about, or I don't want to say it's like bathing. It doesn't I don't
Yeah.
know. They're just kind of standing there making like weird hand gestures. We could be summoning some sort of like demonic entity right now and we don't even know it, right?
Who knows? Yeah. I'm
So,
someone.
man, I hate when I summon demonic entities, man. Last time it was such an inconvenience. Speaking of which, by the way, I probably won't make you guys watch this movie for the podcast intermission. By the way, folks, I probably won't make you guys, but I watched a movie that like really bothered me, and I don't have movies that bother me unless they're extreme or
Yeah.
too gross to watch. Like I know some of those, but this whole it's called Bring Her Back, and it's the whole thing is this uh, woman's daughter dies, and there's this Russian uh, culty demonic thing she discovers where she can take the body and take its soul out of the body and store it in another person, and then kill
Okay.
somebody else, and that person can or no the other whoever she puts the soul in their body has to eat the body of the other person, and then they regurgitate the soul into another. It's so weird,
Yeah,
but
it's a complicated system.
yeah, this demon was born to eat, right? Like that was its sole purpose. And so after a while it's starting to get agitated because they haven't done this uh ritual or whatever it is yet. So he starts eating everything and it literally shows him like taking a butcher's knife and just chomping down on it and just slitting up through his like teeth. It was the worst, man. It was the first
Yeah,
time I had
that
to turn
doesn't
away.
seem right.
No. Maybe I will make us watch it. The biological section, back to the Voynich manuscript. The manuscript's biological section is perhaps the most puzzling. It contains depictions of human figures, mostly women, in various poses and scenarios, often interacting with flowing liquids or immersed in pools connected by strange organic structures. Some scholars believe this section could symbolize alchemical processes or medical practices, while others think it may represent metaphysical or spiritual concepts. The lack of any clear textual explanation deepens the mystery. The imagery in this section has been likened to medieval depictions of the body's humors or early attempts to map biological processes. The flowing liquids and interconnected structures might symbolize life cycles, fertility, or even healing rituals. Alternatively, they could represent abstract philosophical ideas about the interconnectedness of life and the cosmos, offering a glimpse into worldview of its creators. The recurring motifs of water and interconnectedness suggest a fascination with fluidity of life itself, whether interpreted literally or symbolically. I Nothing about these pictures screams medical to me, right? Like it's more strange than that. Um,
Yeah.
and it's
Like it
not.
reminds me of like statues or like art, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like this could be someone's art project.
Yeah.
But it's so detailed, right? Like it's
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. Um, So I believe this is the final section of the manuscript, which I'm going to pull up now. And this is the pharmacological and recipes section. I'm going to hold off on the picture from this until I read the section because it's bizarre and I kind of want you to describe what you're looking at in this one. Um, Toward the end of the manuscript, there are pages with labeled plant parts, containers, and objects that resemble apothecary tools. These are often grouped together in ways that suggest a pharmacological purpose, possibly detailing remedies or recipes. Without, without a key to the text, however, any interpretation remains purely hypothetical. This section reinforces the theory that the manuscript may have served as a compendium of medicinal knowledge. The inclusion of tools and containers suggests a practical application, perhaps as a guide for preparing herbal remedies or conducting alchemical, man, I don't know why I'm struggling with that word, experiments. However, the cryptic nature of the text leaves open the possibility that this section could also have symbolic or ritualistic significance. The meticulous organization of these pages hints at an intent to preserve knowledge, whether for practical, spiritual, or enigmatic purposes. And now I will pull up that read to me like this is not the weirdest section, but when I pull up the picture, for me, it is, right? Like I don't. It looks like a cake.
It does look like cakes.
Maybe I'm just fat or whatever it may be,
No, it
but
looks like fancy, fancy cakes.
right, like so. Yeah, describe what you were looking at on the left side.
Yeah, on the left, it's like three very fancy cakes on fancy like serving dishes.
Right. And then it kind of rotates between red and
Layer
orange, right?
cakes. Yeah.
And between on the right hand side, it kind of looks like carrots, I guess,
Yeah, roots. Yeah.
like root vegetables of some sort.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what these things have in common. I am not a, you know,
A
I'm not a,
botanist.
yeah, I'm not, yeah, nothing like that. I have another one from this section to pull up for you, and this would probably be actually the last one that I have for you this evening. 15, 13. Here we go. What are you looking at here? More cake.
Yeah, a blue cake this time. Blue layer
Yep,
cake.
blue cake.
Um, and then yeah, more roots.
This almost looks to me like the one on the bottom kind of looks like a vial, like a potion that you'd pick up in The Legend of Zelda a little bit, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
But I don't
Like,
understand the stem, like the bottom part of it.
yeah.
Again, this is way above our pay grade. We are just like two idiots reading a story. So I don't expect us to solve this tonight, but um, let's get into some theories, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
What do it's not a language anyone knows, but it was discovered in Italy. Is it the Italian alphabet or what are the
No, it's
letters?
it's a completely unknown alphabet. They don't know what the alphabet is.
It looks just like English from what I can see.
They want me to see if I can like, I don't think I can zoom in. Like this web page, and maybe I should link this web page in the. Um, oh, can you see me scrolling up and down right now?
Yeah.
Awesome. So maybe I should link this web page with the description of the episode. If anybody wants to take a look at it, it's a breakdown of all the pages, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to find the alphabet or a good picture of it that we can take a look at real quick together. I'm just gonna zoom in. Like I don't know about you, man, but I know it's blurry, but that's not any. Oh, we can't see that. Well, there goes that. Oh, that's why. Sorry, I'm not good at this sharing screen thing, man.
No, that's good. You had
Um,
it zoomed. I think you just had to like move it down.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
So can you see that?
Yeah.
So there is not a single English letter in here. And I know it's super blurry. Some of the letters look similar to like F's and stuff,
Yeah. L and A and G.
but they're not. Like I
But
feel like if
at the very
it's
least, you think that the person who made this either speaks something like one of the Latin languages, English, Spanish, Italian,
mhm.
because it's
And I'm
based
gonna
on it's like the way the words are spaced and capitalized and stuff. It's based on those.
and I'm gonna scroll through the compendium of pages right now just so you can take a look. Just if there's anything you'd like me to pull up, just shout as I'm scrolling through. But I just want you to see how detailed this is before we get into some of the theories, okay? Um, is it up for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's some of the. This has got to be the herbal section, right?
Yep. More plants.
So, they look similar to plants, but they're not like plants that I've ever seen.
Right. No.
Herbal section, herbal section, herbal section. And this website really goes into detail trying to link, like, if there's. I think I saw this blue flower in like a vampire movie once. What is?
Flytrap.
Can you see this blue flower that I'm looking at?
Yeah.
F5O0R. What can you
Yeah.
describe that? What we're looking at?
Like the Venus flytrap.
Is that what it is?
I mean, it looks like a flytrap, kinda.
But we're looking at the top down, right? Like, but if you look at the the next part from the side view of it, it doesn't look like a Venus
Oh.
flytrap at all to me.
Yeah, I guess it is. That is the side view.
It looks like
Huh.
some sort of fucked up dandelion, right?
Yeah.
I am not blowing that. And settle down, folks. When we were kids, all we had to do to play outside was the white dandelions, blow them, and shoot the white, what would you even call them, petals in your sister's face or something.
Yeah.
What
The
was,
oh, I don't remember the.
there was a different name for them that after they turned into those from dandelions, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, we're getting into the astronomical section. I thought this was super interesting. F6 8V2, more astrological signs except with flowers,
The circles are so nice.
right?
And the
Like it's
spirally one there.
so intricate, man. And then we go into some astronomical signs with, like horses and people in the middle. Who knows what this is? And then there's a knight, maybe. I don't want to open the page because it'll take us away.
Yeah.
But it looks like a dude holding a sword, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe I've just played too much Legend of Zelda. And then we start getting into the script, the recipes, which look incredibly detailed. Um, and the biological stuff, the cake stuff. More plants. And then it's just words
Whoa.
after that. Yeah, it's just
It's like
words.
the appendix.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to close out of that now. Alrighty. So theories about the Voynich manuscript. Over decades, countless theories have been proposed to explain the Voynich manuscript, from genuine work of forgotten knowledge to elaborate hoax. Opinions vary wildly. Here are some of the more prominent theories. And then after you listen to these, I kind of want you to go into what you think.
Yeah.
A medieval medical or herbal text. One popular theory posits that the manuscript is medicinal or herbal text created as a compendium of botanical and pharmacological knowledge. The detailed plant illustrations and references to liquids and containers support this idea. It is possible that the script represents a cipher or obscure language intended to protect proprietary knowledge or keep the text accessible only to a select group. If true, the manuscript could be a glimpse into medieval science, offering insights into early medicine and botany. And I just want to breeze through these before we talk about it, just so you kind of get them all in your head.
Yeah.
And And the next one is an alchemical or esoteric work. Others believe that the Voynich manuscript is an alchemical or esoteric text designed to convey spiritual or mystical knowledge. The astronomical diagrams and symbolic imagery align with the traditions of alchemy and the occult, which often used coded language and complex symbols to obscure their teachings from outsiders. The manuscript's mysterious script could reflect a tradition of secrecy, making it a repository of hidden wisdom meant for a select few. The next one is, and we'll get into why I don't agree with this one after, but a hoax or artistic experiment. Some skeptics argue that the manuscript is an elaborate hoax or artistic experience with no real meaning. According to the theory, the text could have been created as an intellectual challenge or as a way to fool a wealthy patron, such as Rudolph II. The consistent structure of its script, however, suggests a degree of coherence that makes this theory very unlikely. If it is a hoax, it is one of unparalleled complexity and dedication. A lost language or cipher. This one was kind of the most interesting to me because, there has to be things that are still lost to time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I would love to, think that there was another, God made, a group before us, and maybe this was part of them before, they were lost to time or something like that, But I always like to believe in the fantasy kind of things, right? So
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely people and languages that are
yeah.
not around anymore, for sure.
So perhaps the most tantalizing possibility is that the Voynich manuscript is written in a lost language or an unbroken cipher. If this is true, cracking its code could unlock a treasure trove of historical, scientific, or cultural knowledge. Efforts to decode the text using modern computational tools and linguistic analysis have so far yielded inconclusive results, but advancements in technology could one day provide the key to understanding the manuscript. This theory keeps hope alive that the manuscript may hold secrets waiting to be unveiled. Over the years, the Voynich manuscript has attracted the attention of some of the world's greatest cryptographers, linguists, and computer scientists. During World War II, experts who successfully cracked, not crapped, enemy codes attempted to decipher the manuscript but failed. In recent decades, artificial intelligence and machine learning have been employed to analyze patterns in the text, yet no definitive breakthrough has been made. One challenge in deciphering the manuscript is determining whether Voynichese represents a real language, a cipher, or an entirely invented system. Statistical analyses have revealed patterns in the text that resemble those found in natural languages, but the lack of a Rosetta Stone or key has made progress slow. Even so, researchers remain hopeful that the future innovations will eventually unravel the manuscript's secrets. And to close it out, the Voynich manuscript is more than just an unsolved puzzle. It is a testament to humanity's curiosity and ingenuity. Its cryptic allure has drawn generations of researchers, each driven by the hope of unlocking its secrets. Whether it is a repository of forgotten knowledge, an artistic masterpiece, or a complex hoax, the manuscript continues to inspire wonder and debate. For now, the Voynich manuscript remains a riddle without an answer, a challenge that transcends time and discipline. As technology advances and new methodologies emerge, perhaps one day we will finally decode its meaning. Until then, it stands as a beacon of the unknown, an enduring reminder of how much we still have to learn about the past. Its pages continue to captivate and perplex, offering a glimpse into the creativity, intellect, and ambition of its enigmatic creators. The Voynich manuscript invites us to dream, to question, and to push the boundaries of what we know, while its meaning remains elusive. The very pursuit of understanding it reflects the unyielding human spirit of discovery. As researchers persist and technology evolves, the artifact may one day share its secrets, but until that time, it remains one of history's most fascinating and unsolved mysteries. Cue what is that show that our parents used to watch? Unsolved Mysteries theme song.
Oh yeah.
You remember that show? They brought it back for a little
They
while,
did.
but
It's
it
there's
was a
new
little.
seasons of it. Yeah,
Did you watch it?
I think I did watch like the first season.
It was a little more weird than the old Unsolved Mysteries, I think.
Yeah, it's just like stories that we don't have the answer to. Yeah,
Like this.
yeah,
Um, so every once in a while, there's someone that pops up, and hey, I solved this, or blah blah blah, or whatever,
hmm
and every time it's debunked.
oh yeah,
So there, we have made there's no headway at all in this. Researchers, there's a couple letters, and I don't think I pulled them up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There's a couple. They think they need to know what some of the letters represent.
okay.
And I saw it earlier. I want to pull it up for you to see if. Yeah, here we go. Mm. Sorry, I didn't have this one ready. So this is some of the script. Oh wow, actually this you can see the script a little bit better.
Yeah, okay.
So this also is just a guess, pretty much. This
Yeah, it's
isn't,
just kind of like this. Kind of looks like an A. This
yeah,
looks like a B.
and it's. I guess the first three, I could
All of
see.
all of them, you can kind of get there.
Some of them are pretty fantastical.
G U.
Like M's really strange. The M looks like an and symbol, I guess.
Yeah,
Um, but again, this didn't end up playing out, right?
sure.
Um, but I wanted to show that one to you because it gets you a little better a look of what the script looks like.
Yeah,
Because you thought it looked kind of English, and I'm gonna zoom
yeah.
in. I can no longer scroll over. Can you still see that?
Yep.
To me, it almost kind of looks like an Arabic text.
Yeah, a little bit with the way the letters are.
Mm. I had
Mm.
actually 22 pages like for this earlier, and I'm like, this is going to be way too boring. So I actually am very happy I found Sophia's article, um,
Yeah.
because it was like straight to the point, and it gives you enough information to kind of make some hypotheses.
hmm
Uh, what are you leaning towards?
First, I want to know why it's named after this guy that just bought it. Like, how did he, like, why is it named after him instead of not like someone from back when it was made?
Because we don't know when it was made, really.
Yeah. I just
And
think it's weird that it's named after him. He gets all the
so
credit. All he did was find it, right?
right, he found it in a library in
Yeah.
Italy, and then I guess he bought it from the library.
Yeah.
So at that point, he could have done whatever he wanted with it, right?
Sure.
And this thing has like traveled hands, dude. Like it's not. It's been around the block of
hmm
people like wanting to get their hands on it. I actually had that too. Timeline of ownership. So creation in 1400, unknown from 1400 to 1500, 16 end of 1500 to 1600, Carl Weidmann with a question mark because we don't know. Uh, Rudolph II question mark because we don't know. Then mid 1600s, Jacobus de Tepenesi question mark. Let me pull this up for you because I'm just you. I could be making all this up. Uh, so then unknown from mid 1600s to 1700s. Uh, George Beresh, Jan Marek Marcy. When we get into the 1700s, Athenius Kircher and Collegio Romano. And then Collegio Romano had it all the way until the 1900s, when Frascati, maybe that's the library, right? Yeah. So Frascati's the library, and then Wilfrid Voynich had it. Ethel Voynich had it, which I assume is Wilfred's significant other,
Or
um,
daughter.
daughter. And then we are going to the 2000s where Ann Mill, Hans P. Krauss, and the Yale Library, where it resides today.
It's Yale has it. Hmm.
So I think it's super interesting. Like how would they? How could you even like make a guess on who owned it?
Yeah, no way. Just one of those things that's so old that it's like one of the. It's like all this stuff was made back then. Like there's tons of these things, but only some of them have managed to survive this long. So
Hmm.
the ones that we have are like super interesting.
And there's if you guys want to, I really suggest looking at the Wikipedia sometime because there's some interesting stuff, right? Like there's so they're guessing that Giovanni Fontana, when he had it, just because he had fantastical like illustrations that look like stuff that were in the manuscript, right? Um, it has been suggested that some illustrations in the books of Italian engineer Giovanni Fontana slightly resemble the Voynich illustrations. To me, they don't. Right? What
Hmm.
do you see that picture? What does it look like to you?
Like a queen kind of lady
With like
with like
bat
bat
wings.
wings. Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah. This dude made up his own cipher, but his ciphers were decoded. Um, and then some of the pages, if you take them out of the manuscript, they like the astrological stuff forms like bigger like maps.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So what I'm thinking is this is a person who's
Whoa,
obviously
hold on.
what it,
Is this a bunch of women bathing in acid?
it's the nymphs.
Nymphs. Oh, okay. All right.
Nymphs.
Anyway, continue.
I'm thinking this. So this is a person that clearly likes nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like looking at the outside world around them. So there's the plants they really like. They like
Mm-hmm.
looking up at the stars at night. I think it's like a person that's really into nature and stuff like that, but also very imaginative person that
Mm-hmm.
like was into like like maybe like what would be considered like science fiction today. So they're like thinking like, what if there was a plant that was like this and like this, and they're like creating these things in their heads and basing it around their fascination with nature around them, making up constellations, things in
Okay.
the sky, and just sort of putting this thing together. I don't know how to explain like the language part of it, but that's what I see in the pictures, like someone who's into that stuff.
So you think it could be entirely fictional?
Yeah, yeah, someone that's
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yep. I think it's like early science fiction.
So are you putting stock in the hoax theory?
No, not the Hogue. I mean, that did cross my mind that what if someone just made this and was like, ah, this is gonna last for like 100 years and people are gonna be like trying to figure this out.
Yeah. But it yeah, and I could like there wasn't much to do back then. They didn't have the internet in the
Yeah,
1400s, I don't think.
yeah,
But it is just so detailed. Like you would
yeah,
have to be dedicated to do a hoax.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I'm not into that. I don't think it's the hoax thing. I think it's just someone that had a really good imagination.
And it could be, or it could be early medicinal stuff, man. I don't.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I am kind of leaning more towards this was an early Lord of the Rings type of thing,
Yeah,
like you. But also at the same time, you know, something about like a tribe of people that we don't know seems like super romantic to me. Like
yeah,
that, we maybe they had it figured out, man.
yeah. I mean, that's stuff that's happened before. Like the Aztecs and stuff had incredible technology, and they all got wiped out.
Right. And like we only recently begin to scratch the surface on a lot of mysteries of the world. And as we go on with this podcast, I'd like to get into a lot of these real mysteries as opposed to made up stuff because I think
Yeah.
it's fascinating.
Hmm.
um I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's
um
cool. I never heard of this before, but I do like the idea that people were just as creative as they are today with what they
Right.
had
That's
at the time.
absolutely 100% the case. People. Excuse me, guys. My dogs are shaking in the background. Um, People are bored. Number one, there was not a lot to do back then, but it's nice to see that the creativity of humans, the because we were created from God or Jesus, and this creativity has lasted through all these generations. I think that you and me were when we were kids, we did some crazy stuff. I think at one point we tried to make our own coded language too in school.
Yeah, I was really into codes and stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool story.
It was cool. I like it. I definitely had never seen or heard that before, so that's cool to know about.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about doing this with just the two of us, because I always like to have Epic's input on stuff, but I'm glad you were kind of into it.
Yeah, it
Um,
is. It's cool. I like it.
I've got a bunch of stuff lined up for you guys that I think you'll also really really like.
Okay.
Um, a little peek under the hood. Um, Maybe we talked about this one before. Did we talk about the monster of a castle?
We like hinted at it
Okay,
once, but we
okay.
never went into it.
I might get into that one, on the theories of what the monster was and what they were hiding in this castle. Um, I want to do one about the people that were dancing and couldn't stop dancing for days. I know we hinted at that too, but I haven't gotten into that one. Um,
What?
we didn't hint at that.
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
That
So
sounds wild.
I'm gonna just give you like a quick synopsis. We'll do it someday, but these people were bored. No, these people were one day. I don't remember the timeline. This woman started dancing in the middle of the street, and she just kept dancing for a week, right? Like not and no breaks, nothing.
Uh-huh.
And then slowly, other people just started to join this woman dancing in the street, and it's written down throughout texts and history that these people were not enjoying this dancing. Like they had pained looks on their face and
Yeah.
things like that. And they some of them would just keep dancing until they dropped dead from exhaustion or a heart
What?
attack or yeah, it's so crazy. But I want to get into that someday. I think that that might be like one of our first cases of mass hysteria.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
which I think is probably a real thing too. I don't know if I've witnessed it in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, any other things to say about this book?
No, it's cool. I feel like the guy that bought it shouldn't have his name on it because he's getting famous for something he didn't make.
Mm-hmm.
But um yeah, I guess it's just convenient to call it that because we don't know what else to call it. It could be we
Mm-hmm.
could think of a cool title for it, couldn't we?
Space Martians from Mars language,
Yeah, like yeah, an
and
imagination of
I cut those theories out of the podcast because I'm like, okay,
oh, they
but
think
there
oh,
are
alien.
alien theories
It's
out
it's
there
like
for this thing.
that History Channel meme. The guy's
Yeah,
like aliens.
aliens. Yeah, I love that guy. Anytime I
Yeah.
see him, um, yeah, man. That was good. That was cool. Anything for football for us?
Oh man, we are getting heated up here. Like it's preseason week 2. There's news coming in, all kinds of news. Every single team has drama going on about who's playing, who's sitting,
Mm-hmm.
who's not signing their deal, who's getting traded, who's getting hurt already. There's been injuries, so we're getting really close to it. I mean, it's hard to even pick like a specific thing to talk about because there's so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Did James Cook actually sign with the Bills?
James Cook
He
signed
signed. Yeah,
12 million,
a
which
year.
is
Yeah.
not bad for a running back.
That's
I
good.
don't.
It's running back
I
money.
don't think it's. Is it? Yeah, it is a year, right? Because it was like a 38 million or something total.
Yeah, yep.
Which good.
Like
He's a
4 year, I
good
think.
running
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I may not agree with how he went about it, but then I was reading some other theories today, like him sitting out before his contract was done. He showed up and he was there for the team, right? Which is
Yeah.
cool,
Hmm.
but also like and I guess I can see it. He sits out because if he gets hurt, that lowers his stock for another team before.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it when somebody worded it that way, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a
But
lot
I'm
of pros
happy
and
he's
cons to think
back.
about.
He's good, and Buffalo's running game is nasty, dude. Like they've got Gore Jr.
Oh yeah.
who's Cook's great at the outside rushes. Gore Jr.'s great at like right through the middle, and I don't.
Yeah.
They have a third one that's super good too.
Ray Davis.
Yes, Davis. He's
What
kind
about
of
Josh
like,
Allen? I mean,
yeah. So,
he probably runs. I mean, I think James Cook gets more yards, but Josh Allen's not that far behind him.
did you see Khalil
Shakir?
sprained his ankle? He's gonna be out 4 or 5
Oh,
weeks.
yeah, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. There's injuries everywhere. Like, it's good. It's not worse than that, though. I mean, you can miss the
Yeah.
beginning and come back and be good.
I'm like a little bit worried about our like our passing game this year.
You really need Coleman to step up.
Uh,
He's gotta be alpha.
yeah, yep. Because after that, like, what do we have? Shakir's one of them, and
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
even know who it
I
all.
actually can't even remember. Wasn't yeah, I I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't remember.
It's like it's thin. You're right. It
Yeah.
is thin.
Our tight end situation's good. We always have Kincaid and Knox. I
Yeah.
think we'll do okay.
Yeah. There you go.
My buddy and I were actually talking about, because his kid likes the Bills and wants to go to his first Bills game. So we were talking the other day about maybe going up there in November if you'd like to join us.
Yeah, that could be something we could work out.
Well, November is Bills Chiefs.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that would be a fun. Yeah, that would be the game to be at too.
Yeah. Ticket prices are nice as well for that game.
They're good or bad?
No, they're not good at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
About
think so.
350.
Yeah,
Um,
I know a couple of season ticket holders. They're probably not going to want to sell the ones for that game though. They're
Yeah.
not going to be there.
I actually have a hookup that I'm checking in with to see if they can get us a better price. So I'll let you know,
Okay.
and we'll
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. Are you going to do another NFL episode this year?
I think maybe once my next turn comes around, it might be like right after, like right at the beginning of the season. I think it'll be a good time to talk about expectations for the season.
Yeah, I don't. As you know, I'm not as big into it as you guys, but I enjoy learning.
Yeah, it's fun, especially because I think we'll get like a game or two played, and then we can really start saying like who we think's going to be good, who's going to be
Yeah.
bad, make some predictions.
So I think we'll do like our normal episodes, and then now that football season's here, we'll tack on like 10 minutes at the end to start talking about
Yeah,
football
sure.
and everything.
Mhm.
I don't think there's really anything for gaming news that I have seen. I'm still living off the Expedition 33 high.
Yeah,
They're
that's a good
performing. They're performing that song that I like at Gamescom in a couple
Mhm.
weeks, so I'm excited. I'm going to tune in for that. Um, another thing I wanted to bring up to you, man, is I've been thinking about this a lot, and I really want to see another brand new show, at least
Yeah.
once more before we exit
Yeah.
this earth, dude.
Yeah, we will.
So we got to make it happen.
Yeah,
Hopefully people are theorizing that there's a new album coming this month.
I think this month
Yeah,
that would be fast, but
yeah.
I know there's one coming eventually. It's coming.
It's got to, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you listened to any of their new stuff?
No, because I've only seen like the live recording from shows, and it's really hard to hear.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited. You and I have always had such a passion for this band. I mean, we did a whole episode on them. I forgot about that, right?
That's right. We did.
But I'm very happy I never thought we'd see them play together again.
I know. It was touch and go there, but yeah, we can definitely make it happen.
So at this point, we're just rambling about our lives, guys. So we're gonna go play some Fortnite, and maybe. Do you think the Voynich manuscript can teach us how to build better? How wild would it be if it was like Jonesy Skin cranking 90s in the Voynich
that would
manuscript?
be insane. There's like the plants from the one season are in there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah, but anyway, as always, be kind to yourselves, each other, and your insides. Speeds After Midnight's a young man's game. Later.
Peace.
We miss you, Epic.